everybody. Welcome back. I am joined today by Tarot Back Ask Words, Jeff Bailey. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing well.
We didn't get a chance to talk very much backstage. Both of us are running hectic late.
Well, I don't feel so bad that it's just I, but I'm the one that was not Miss Manners tonight because clearly I forgot, that it was 8 o'clock and not 7.
It's okay.
Oh no, you're
frozen. Sorry. My husband is having some medical issues. Oh no. Who can't you hear?
No, I can
Somebody
hear.
saying they can't hear. Oh no,
okay.
You. No, it was a private message from you.
Oh, that's just
hey, Joanne. Hey, Ange. I noticed that too. That's the first thing I said to him was, I like your haircut.
Yeah, and I was able to go outside because I got off work early at 2 today. So I went out and sat in the sun and got my vitamin D. So
nice. I went and taught a friend of mine some astrology, a tarot astrology class this morning. She just had an operation and is bedridden, so went and took care of her. My
oh no, you're
pressure. So I made. Sorry, I'm having trouble with the internet today too. So if I exit for a minute while you do your readings, that's why I have to go check on him periodically. The last time we did this, I had a lot of fun giving balanced readings.
I feel like we've broken the eggs and we've mixed them up, and everything now, our energies are commingling. Maybe not as much as I'd like. But
shoot, Ange says I'm frozen again. I'm going to exit out real quick and come back in.
Okay. So, yeah, as everybody knows, I am actually doing, well, not actually, I'm doing more collaborations now. I've got one in the pipeline for next week or the week after, about which I'm also excited. But what did I want to say? If you have a question, I don't have the ability on my end, I don't think, to check them out. Thank God he's here again.
I'll probably be freezing up periodically. It's going to be one of those days. I've been lucky for the past couple months, so we'll see. Yes, Ange has put Jeff's contact information up. If you're watching this on playback and you haven't subscribed to Jeff's channel, please subscribe. And if you're watching this on Jeff's channel and haven't subscribed to mine,
Bobby, please
do so. Yeah, we're gonna see how this goes. You guys let us know if we're freezing up or anything like that if you can't hear us. But the prompt tonight is going to be #scale. And what we're reading on is the energy of the next couple months coming up. I don't want to go too far out like the following year. I'd like to stay within the next couple months. Blessings and warnings.
Oh, I like this twist. Okay.
Yeah. So we're giving a heads up over what's coming, but we're not going too far out. So this will give you a chance to get things in order. And what did I say that the hashtag was? Because I will forget.
#scale.
#scale.
Yeah.
Okay. #scale. You know, Jeff.
Yes.
Every time I see Ange, she was one of my very first subscribers.
Oh.
That's why she holds a very special place in my heart.
Very talented, and I'm so glad her channel and all of her activities taken off. I did see that happening at one point. before it really exploded.
Mm-hmm.
I did tell her that, I think. If she remembers. Not that she needs to, now that she's really big and all, but
Now that she's
not
famous.
physically big, but now that she's a star, baby, she's a star.
Yeah, she's number one. That's right. All right. So Joanne, I see you. Star you. Ah. All right. So we've only got a couple people watching right now. We've got Ange, Joanne, Donna O'Brien. Hey Donna, how you doing? We're doing blessings and warnings for the next couple months. The road ahead. The hashtag, if you would like a reading today, is
Yeah,
you
Jen,
have your
and
clergy on.
it's the same one I wore in my meditation this morning that was a short for wage slaves like me. So I did this meditation in a short this morning.
That's
that was
awesome.
a poetic meditation.
You didn't
I'm
see
pretty
that.
happy about it. Yeah.
So if you would like a balanced reading for the next time period coming up, it is hashtag scale. And we do have somebody already. We have our first taker, which is Joanne. Joanne Miranda. I can't say Joanne Miranda without saying Joanne Miranda.
Miranda.
All right. So what we're going to do is shuffle up. I was going to use this deck, but it's too difficult for me to shuffle right now. So I'm going to use my other favorite. I fell this week, Jeff.
Oh no.
Yeah, I fell trying to. I had my hands full and still tried to pick my dog up, my little boy, and put him on the bed, but I was off balance and I didn't want him to get hurt because I can't afford a vet bill, but I have insurance, so I pushed him hard onto the bed. But when I did, I flew backwards and nailed my leg and my wrist on the floor.
Oh.
Yeah. You fell last week too, Joanne. Sucks, don't it? I was planning for stuff like this. So when we bought this house, it has rails in the bathrooms. I'm prepared. All right, here we go.
I'm almost done.
You know, my wrist is the only thing still hurting, Janet. My leg is sore, but I'm wearing a brace that my father-in-law let me use. My wrist, I didn't realize I had tried to break my fall, and over the past couple of days, it's just starting to hurt more and more in my shoulder, those type of things. But I have a friend who's offered to do energy healing on me, so
Reiki?
Joey, well, witchcraft.
Even something more elaborate.
The Veiled Cottage Witch, Joey Potts, my friend who's been on my channel, she does energy healing, so she's going to do a session with me.
So, Joanne, I don't know if within the next couple months there's one thing that you really, really want to do, that you've been wanting to do for a lifetime that's involving a commitment. I'm seeing some obstacle in the way to this, but the one thing I am going to tell you is I'm hearing from my guides, you need to let it ride. And the blessing that you have the next couple months, if we're going like maybe into the beginning of summer or middle part of summer, is the idea of surprise. I don't know if you're looking at a new home or the potential of some contract that you might have signed, worrying about, you know, how effective it's going to be, whether it's a sole contractor moving in with someone or something like that. But what you do have on your side right now is the commitment to yourself, which you haven't had in a long time. So I'm hearing your blessing is actually the blessing of standing in your authority for the next 3 months. Nope. That's what I see.
Okay, coolio. Yeah, I turned that light on to see if it was any better, but I looked all dead. So no, we're not doing that. Joanne, warnings. What I have for you is the King of Swords, the Six of Swords in reverse, the Two of Cups, and the Five of Cups. This last one fell out when I was pulling these, so that is going to be bringing up the reading here. Karen says she's jumping between chats. I didn't realize there was so many chats going on right now. There was one I wanted to catch earlier too. The King of Swords is all about using discernment. This is the King of Swords doesn't let emotion enter into anything. He does what he has to do because it has to be done. This is the energy that you're going to be carrying with you into the next 30, 60 days. You're headed towards some kind of resolution within yourself. The Six of Swords, which is normally like that, is a card of movement into a better frame of thinking. Right now, your brain is kind of still fuckered up. What is it fuckered up about? Yeah, fuckered up. That's my mama's word. I've used it my whole life. My mama says fuckered up. What is fuckered up? Family relations that hit to the heart. The Two of Cups is a card of Cancer. Cancer is your bloodline, your family, your lineage. It's also your emotions. Trying to control those emotions. Right now, the Two of Cups is right side up. That's a bonus thing. We've got that Six of Swords moving into the Two of Cups. Now, what's bothering me is that Four of Cups that came in at the end. It's a card of the Five of Cups, sorry. It's a card of emotional conflict within yourself. It's trying to make peace, trying to do the temperance thing, blending the different parts of ourselves, but not being able to. Three of those cups are spilled. I like this card, this deck, because he's actually got the two cups in his hand. He's managed to save them. The other three cups, gone. You're doing what you have to do for yourself. Now, the fact that he's got those two cups in his hands, what I was noticing is this Two of Cups. These are the two cups he's still got. He's in control of his future. In this case, she's in control of her future because this is you. The warning here is to not let those feelings of hurt create illusions within you. Don't let those feelings of dissatisfaction or unease make you do something you'll regret later. Kind of like when you get drunk and you call your ex. Don't do that. Yeah, I used to do that a lot when I was younger. This is saying you made a choice as the king. Things are going in the right direction for you. You'll be able to get up. Hold on one second, you guys. This is going to be fun. Hello.
Money, what's up?
Well, say hi.
Hi.
Hold on. Say hi again.
Hi again.
Joey says hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hello.
Everybody, yeah, we're live on air right now.
Oh my god. I'm sorry.
That was fun. I'll call you back in a little while, my love.
Okay, I was just coming to town. I was gonna drop the deck off.
Oh, yeah. Go. You can go ahead and do that. Go to the side door where we always smoke out.
Okay.
All right, bye. She got me a deck. I just got her a deck, and she got me one because we're bros like that. The warning here comes from the king. You've made a decision. Use your brain. Don't let those moments of emotion do something that you'll regret in the future. That's the warning I have for you. And thank you for letting us read for you.
2535 Apple. Glad you made it.
2535 Apple. I like that name. Honestly, you guys, I'm not seeing. The hashtag for today is hashtag scale. Oh, Donna did have one. I'm sorry. Okay, let's go back. Joanne Miranda. I love that. Yeah, you guys, Joey is probably the best friend I have right now, and I value her. All right. So, who's up? I ask you. Well, I'm glad you asked. Donna. Jeff is going to give you the warning first.
The blessing.
Oh, blessing.
Sorry.
Sorry.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah, your blessing. I'm trying to figure out how to shuffle, so I'm going to turn to the side. Much better. Yes.
Okay, so this is what I'm getting. I feel like for the first time in a while, because this is about negotiating a contract or negotiating your way through a situation, or military force or something like that, or whatever. With this reversed, with the corruption card reversed, you're really navigating through some really hard times right now. But one of the thing I heard was diplomacy is your blessing right now, because you're sitting in the 5 of Cups energy, which is, of course, that energy of having lost something but coming to terms with it. And on top of it, you're getting the sun. So where you're really shining, I don't know if what you do for work involves any type of diplomacy or conflict resolution. What they're telling me is that right now, out of all the things that you could be doing in your life, in the past where you haven't felt maybe as, I guess, you've been too reserved about certain things, this is really the time where you can have a little bit of a sharp tongue and it won't resonate in a bad way. So if you're feeling assertion is what they're telling me, diplomacy are your gifts right now. And making sure, though, that in the midst of that, you're able to see through any type of veiled illusion or something that somebody might be trying to sell you on right now, and cutting through the bullshit. That's what your blessing is right now, is getting to the heart of the matter. That's what I'm getting.
Awesome. All right, hold on. Let me check this. I see you, Care Bear. All right. All right, so here's what I got for you, my dear. The first card we have for you, the second card, and the third card. There's some introspection going on. All of these 3 cards, we've got the King of Wands in reverse, the Knight of Pentacles in the Hermit. All right, so let's break these down. The King of Wands in reverse. I'm reading this as Leo energy, fixed fire. This is saying slow down with something, and that is evidenced by the Knight of Pentacles saying, slow your tits, calm down. The last card I have here, the Hermit, again, slow down. You're really needing to analyze something that's happening around you that you may not take notice of. The vibe of all three of these cards is chill. If Jeff is saying be assertive, but this is saying with that Hermit card, be assertive, but analyze. All right. Before you jump in, make sure you know the ins and outs of what you're starting. And then do what he was saying, go for it. Add that fire to whatever it is you've got going on. Anytime I see the Knight and the Hermit together, it tells me think carefully. Think carefully about what's in your hand. The Knight has that pentacle in his hand. The Hermit has the lamp in his hand. Just analyze. That's the only message I have for you. That is the warning. Examine things closely. Thank you for letting us read for you. Yeah, go for gold. Just make sure you know the ins and outs of what you're about to do. All right, now. Jeff, where do you live? What state? What country?
Massachusetts, United States. The last time I checked, it was still here.
The last time you checked. Yeah.
Like 2535 Apple. She's in Massachusetts too.
Really?
Yeah.
Just curious, everybody, put in the chat where you're from. I probably asked this before, but I have no memory. Wade.
Well, you're a channeler. You filter because you have a clean palette in your mind, and you have to keep it that way.
Who was born in Paris?
I was.
You were born in Paris, you French motherfucker, you. We've got Canada. All right. Southwest Ontario. Oh, a lot of people from Canada, Maine. Or is that Massachusetts? Beverly, MA is Massachusetts, right?
Yeah.
South Carolina. Karen, I really thought you were in Canada like Ange. I am so lost. Jeff, my question for you is how close to Salem do you live?
About an hour.
Oh, that's totally doable. So you're saying I could come visit you and we could go to Salem?
Go to Salem. Yeah.
That'd be so awesome.
I know. And we could tape stuff too, I would bet.
We could tape stuff?
Yeah, we could video stuff, right? For our channels.
Absolutely.
For clickbait. I would.
All right, who do we have? Salem, next town over from you. That is so awesome.
Yeah, Beverly, Salem. Yeah.
I've wanted to go to Salem ever since I was about 5 or 6 years old watching Bewitched when they went to Salem. Rashi, the hashtag is hashtag scale. Go ahead and put that in and we'll get you a reading, my friend. So, Jeff,
yes.
You ready to do Karen?
Yeah.
All right. Blessings for Miss Care Bear.
God of my angels, Care Bear, the one that comes prepared. Not without reservations does she take a shower and see something that she didn't put in her hair. What can you tell us about Care Bear and what's coming up with the energy for this new event that starts Sunday? Wondering if it bleeds past it or it ends with something mundane on Monday. Let's see. Okay. Remember, this is a blessing, so I have to be positive. I'm not going to, I mean, I could, but I'm not going to give the full reading. But all right, let's see. kind of uncertain about how something's going to go, but I feel like this has to do with your own powers of persuasion or your abilities. And I don't know right now if there's someone around you that is jealous of your abilities or you're jealous of their abilities, but there's this, it feels like a business venture potentially or something that you might want to be doing. And okay, so what they're telling me your blessing is perspicacity, the wisdom to know when to kind of pull back a little bit, because what I see, I got a little bit of conflict about this. I feel like it's a goal where people around you have the same sort of ideas about what they want to do with you, but everybody's got their own way of wanting to do it. Then I got the sort of manipulation or the King of Swords, this sort of feeling like the strategy is kind of, jealous or whatever. So what I'm hearing from these is whatever this venture is, because if we want to inflect the reading with that question, I guess what I would say to you is proceed with caution, but know when to pull back and when to go forward. So perspicacity with wisdom is your blessing right now.
Hey, boo. So since it's you and Mr. Stash is in the house.
Oh, hi, Gerald.
Since it's you, Care Bear, I switched to the Dark Moon Astrology deck. I threw 3 oracles and 1 tarot. The tarot I wasn't planning on pulling, but I did. So the first card I have for you, Second House, Owning. This reading has to do with finances. I know Taurus and Second House has to do with other things, but what I'm seeing here is money. I think that you have plans that you want to do something or get something, because the next card I drew for you is the fire element, desire. So these two already are telling me where this is headed. The last card I drew for you is called, and I'm so glad, Karen, that you do astrology, because it cuts down on my explanation to you. Void of Course Moon. This is saying something's missing and you don't like it. Right now, seriously, there's something you are trying to accomplish. Hold on. Oh, wow. I'm curious. So, here's the thing. This has to do with your partnerships in some way, because that extra tarot card I drew that I wasn't planning on drawing is the Lover's card. You guys see my hands shake. For those who don't know, I have a neurological problem that my hands shake and I fall down a lot. The Lover's card, partnerships. This is saying that you and your partner may be working towards something specific. Oh my God, Bobby, you were spot on, as was Jeff. All right. Well, the warning I have for you is to take very carefully the second house card. Take careful stock of what you have available to you right now. Even though something's missing right now, work together with your partner to accomplish what you have to accomplish. I'm not sure what this is alluding to, but apparently you do. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it at that. Thank you for letting us read for you, Care Bear. You also, Karen, was one of my very first subscribers.
Aww.
Care Bear and Ange are just two of them. Everybody here. Gerald was the first interview I did. Yeah, I love my tribe. I really do. I
Thank
loved
you,
your show
Gerald.
earlier, Gerald, by the way. I don't think that there's anybody else right now, Jeff. I think we've hit everybody.
Yeah, if you want a reading, anybody,
I
the-
pop it. Yeah, this is
Yeah.
because of you,
yeah,
Gerald.
they know Gerald's here, and he'll give you a better reading.
I've said it before when I always have water and tea available to me because if
Mhm.
Gerald pops in, he's gonna say sip sip.
Apple wants a reading.
All right, let's do Apple.
I don't
I
think,
think-
Rashi wants one. I think too, but
I thought I
and
had
Roots and Waves does.
Okay, here they are. I knew I saw some. Fine, do me. Oh, you sound like my husband. Okay. All right. All right. We're going to hit Apple.
Okay. 2535 Apple. None of this chatter in tarot is babble. For her, this could resonate. Sometimes I don't see her as much as I'd like to. She might be in a political chat or two. What can you tell us is her blessing tonight? Something that might make her look at me askew. Okay, so actually, you like this, Apple. I'm using the Farmer's Tarot from Scott's Spiritual Essence right now on your question. I had it in my hand. Okay, so let's see. I don't know if you're an Aquarius or any type of air sign, but I'm getting a lot of swords cards on you right now. Wow. Well, for cards like this with a lot of reverse resilience the next few months, I kind of feel like something's going on right now where with the energy that came in the beginning is the 7 and 8 of cups. So either choosing not to walk away from a situation or having very few choices and being confined and almost feeling, I don't know if within the dreamscape that you're in, you almost feel like it's a hellscape because there's this sensation of like Queen of Swords energy reversed, kind of a jealous or harsh energy. But you're able to navigate through it because you're sitting in at the end of this, the Queen of Wands, which is about boundaries. What I'm hearing is resilience, but you really need to set the boundaries because I feel like right now that's what's going on. So what I'm getting is persistence for you is the blessing. And knowledge. You've got a couple knowledge cards and blowing the lid off something. I got 2.
Blow it. So, thank you for that, Jeff. So here's what I got for you. I reached over for my Murder of Crows tarot. And this tells me, just by me choosing that deck, that things may get a little iffy for you coming up. Remember, I'm the one giving warnings on this. The first card I drew, the Fool card. This says you're off on a new adventure. The problem is, oh, Selena! My homegirl. The problem is that the journey you may be starting on may be fraught with a lot more than you were expecting. The Knight of Wands is the second card. This is explosive energy. It's also mutable fire, which is Sagittarius. So this is healing. I'm saying that you're starting to deal possibly with some inner struggles, some inner things that you can't progress until you deal with. I think you realize that. You just had an amazing healing session with Joey Selena. I want to ask you about that, but first this. This journey you're taking looks like an inward journey of healing. And I think you're knee deep in it right now because I have the Three of Cups upside down. That's what it looks like normally. That's what it looks like here. This is a card that's saying expansion isn't happening right now. You're deep in your feels. I think you're trying to settle a lot of inner things. I want to tell you that you're going in the right direction. My warning to you comes with the last card I drew for you. Grounding. Notice it's a big ass anchor. Ground yourself. Don't let yourself get swept up in red herrings. Focus on what needs to be focused on. Hey Hershey, how you doing? Don't get sidetracked. Focus on your own healing. All right. I understand that the need to be with others and celebrate is there, but you need to celebrate your own accomplishments first. Basically, I don't know if that tracks with you, but the warning I have for you is the road that you're on, ground yourself. Remember who you are and why you do what you do. Remember, Winnie, remember. This is very important. And that's what I have for you. Thank you. Let's see what we got. Remember, Winnie, remember. All right, who did we just do? Apple.
Apple.
All right, that means Rashi. Rashi. Is Rashi short for Racine? Or is Rashi a full name? Is it short for something, not just Racine? All right. Which deck? Not that one. Show me what you got. Show me what you got. Mornings. Ever Inferno. Ever in Fiero.
Your blessing right now, and I guess when you read cards and you don't know timing, but then again, this is, I get this sort of dogmatic ideology with you, like it's do or die, and it may be kind of causing some disruption around people around you right now, as far as the motivation goes, as far as unification. This is about your blessing right now is self-aggrandizement, self-actualization. This is about some venture you have of getting to a higher degree of either authority, with the end goal of being in that Queen of Swords position of strategy. I don't know if you're studying something or whatever, but it's almost like you have this ability. Tunnel vision is your blessing. You seem to be knocking everything out. Just be careful because of sometimes the King of Swords is like dogmatic ideology or ideology that has no grounding in something like in a political read. I don't know if you're doing something that might be a little unconventional according to other people, but it's your goal and you're going to do it. So I would say your blessing is your confidence and your self-actualization. Hi, Ever Inferno. I'm done. I'm sorry. Oh no, Bobby's.
Yeah, I was muted. I was like, "Let a brother know, bitch."
I didn't know. I was looking at my cards. Oh my god. I don't ignore your text, Ever Inferno. Well, if your texts haven't been on, I usually like focus on the SHIT that I want to watch politically, and then I turn to you at 10 or 11 if I want to talk about what I'm doing, jerking off, or
in the morning. 11 in the morning. I hear there's sunlight out at that time of day. I really sleep late because I'm an insomniac. So if I catch somebody's show in the morning, it's with intention. I stayed up on purpose or got up on purpose. I wanted to say hi to Selena and show you guys that she sent me some really cool little things, these little wooden Hecate Hermes things, which I love, but it came with this cutest little tiger's eye pyramid.
Oh, let's look.
Isn't that adorable? It's just adorable. A little itty bitty one.
Hershey, did you see that? The tiger's eye. Yeah.
It's just a little itty bitty pyramid, and it's my new favorite pyramid.
Hershey's like, good to know.
All right.
Hi,
so,
Brandon.
Selena, by the way, Selena and I, along with Moonscarab Ramon, do a Thursday night show. And we have started covering all spiritual matters. This coming week, we are doing a broadcast Thursday night on different forms of divination. So pendulum, tea.
Oh, I love pendulum.
Tea leaves, everything. We're going to talk about all kinds of good stuff. Now, here's what I got for you. Isn't that the cutest little thing? All right. Check the chat. Okay. So the warning I have for you, the first card from my Corrado Roy / Sasha Graham deck is the Seven of Swords. This is betrayal. Watch out. Somebody may break a trust of yours. Plans that you have made with somebody, expecting them to follow through with their end, may not happen. They may not follow through unless you kind of prod them, because I have the Three of Wands in reverse. It's like that. Now that's like that. So this is plans that are made not showing results. The last card I have for you, the Magician card. This is you trying to manifest something. I see that you'll be able to manifest everything you want, but that Three of Wands tells me you'd probably do better on this working alone rather than working with others. You may have to go a solo route, and build things all on your very own rather than reliance. As always, I advise you think things through very carefully. I just see that Seven of Swords is also Gemini, so this may be just a difference of opinions, but for whatever reason, I see you may need to poke somebody in the ass, like that, to get them in gear. And that's what I have for you, my dear. That is your warning. Don't assume that people are following through with what they say they're going to. Keep track, all right? Follow up on it. And that's what I got. All right. Now it's time to do Ange.
Sitting in the energy of a ranch. Ange. I see Ange pulling teeth just to get someone to come over to her side, to make them bleed. What is the greatest blessing you can show me for Ange? In the middle of being a star seed. What the? Ooh, okay.
That's always good to hear.
All right, so wow. Okay. There's this noble element of creativity going on with you right now, but you're trying to balance you're trying to use, I think you're a Virgo, I can't remember. You're trying to use that Virgan energy for some new endeavor for your channel or something. But it's this like this night of unconventional, because you got a rebellion card. Your blessing right now is innovation, because you're coming up with something new that bucks a trend, but you're trying to figure out how to best present it. And you're trying to dot your I's and cross your T's. But don't, at the end of it, don't, with Saturn and Pisces, don't abandon it too quickly, Ange, if it doesn't pan out the first way or the first way you envisioned it, because I feel like they're telling me an organic evolution to it. Your blessing's innovation.
And Ange, I was expecting to give you a warning, so I wasn't expecting it to be quite so literal. I think you're overdoing things. I want you to make sure that you're taking care of yourself. I mean, that was 2 inches tall. The center card is strength reversed. This is saying that with your family, your job, your tarot, your online, everything, I think that you need to ask yourself, are you overdoing it? Do you have the strength to accomplish everything and still stay healthy, still stay sane? I think the warning here comes with self-checking to make sure that you're still capable, that you're not overdoing it. On either side of that strength card, and this is why I'm so worried, we've got 2 kings, the King of Swords and the King of Wands. Together, air and fire are explosive, but they're in reversed. This explosion isn't happening. That's why I want you to ask yourself, are you doing too much? Have you done it? You were overdoing it, hence my break I'm taking. I have been gone since the end of March from my channel. All right. At least you're aware. That's your channel. This is a warning in all aspects of your life, though. Just we're watching 2 kings. How funny. I want you to get your head and your passion straight. I don't want to see you stressed, and I'm glad you're taking time. I don't think that just stepping back from YouTube for a little while, do you think that's enough? Here's the question. Do you think that's enough? Are you taking the proper care of yourself? I know that because of your career, you have a habit of putting other people first. I'm glad that you took time, step back, and take care of yourself. Being pulled in too many different directions. I get it, Bobby. I released some shit under the full moon. Fan-fucking-tastic. Let it go. I see you, by the way, tarot and oracle for the soul. So that is what I have for you. It is not yet time for you to step back into the limelight. You're still got that strength card reversed. take more time, relax, get your shit together. And just because you're not on YouTube doesn't mean you can replace that with something else. You're supposed to be chilling for a bit. I believe at one point I mentioned calm your tits to you. So please do so. Now, who do we have next? Thank you for that, by the way. Thank you for letting us read for you.
Thank you.
Oops. That's not what I meant to start. I missed somebody. Tarot, that's what it was.
Hugs, roots, and waves. She said, thank you, Bobby and Jeff. I totally understand the messages. I love you both.
I'm glad. I love you too, my dear. You're very special to me. I think there's a dozen people on YouTube who just mean the world to me. I'm on dozens and dozens of channels like we all are, but my core tarot tribe, you are everything to me, and I appreciate you.
All right,
Next.
so remember, this is for the next couple of months, you guys. I'm somehow losing sight of that. My guides just told me to tell myself that that's what we're doing tonight. So
remember, Winnie, remember.
I lost that. Tarot and Oracle for the soul. One who has many orifices. None of those people will penetrate any hole. Right now, the middle of the day, looking for the blessings, sometimes just knowing the things that Tarot and Oracle of the soul knows makes it something where most things aren't worth guessing. Please tell us for the next few months her blessing. Okay.
Hi.
Oh, your blessing is knowing you need to stay away from somebody. There's a dead relationship here. There's someone that mistreated you. I'm getting in this Lenormand reading, and your inner child is telling you to stay away from this. I don't know if it's like so if I had to put it in one word, if it's like a soul connection with somebody that went wrong, your gift right now needs to be, or blessing is your own protection. I'm having a sort of negative read on somebody that might be coming back to you or is around you, or it could be someone that you're currently with or were with. You need to protect a child too. So protection.
That was Joey that just popped in my door, you guys. She brought me a deck. It's the Marvel Tarot. I can't wait to use it.
Oh my God.
I'll be using it on my next live. Okay. Were you done, Bo?
You're welcome, Tarot. Bobby's still doing you, Bobby. Bobby's still doing you. He's doing you.
Bobby goes a long time. All right. So the cards I have for you, your warning, come with it's time to analyze what's going on around you a little more. Let's remove this. Okay, so the first card I drew for you is the Seven of Pentacles. This is a card of wondering if you have enough, if you've done enough. It's analyzing. It's Virgo energy. It's time to take a close look at your finances, your health. I see that you're leaving something behind because I have the Six of Swords. Now, in this deck specifically, the Six of Swords is movement into a better frame of mind, right? But if you look close, she's alone in the boat and the other person is actually on the shore. So in order to regain that peace of mind, I think you're leaving something in the past. You're leaving something behind. Okay, let me see. Hold on. The Nine of Pentacles is a card of comfort, of having everything at your fingertips. It also is a card of, you know what? When I said Virgo, I was wrong. This is not Virgo. This is
No.
Taurus. It's finance. I was like, holy shit, what did I just do? This is still examining everything you have, examining your money, examining your health. Look closely at what you have. Leave whatever you have to leave in the past in the past. Don't go back checking on it. Don't go back. I'm not saying this as in this is what you're doing, but when I walk away from something, I have a bad habit of every now and then trying to look it up on Facebook or driving by or, basically I want to see how awful everybody is feeling without me in their lives. Just assume that everybody is awful and you're doing wonderful.
Yeah. Protection. Protect yourself. Yeah.
Just assume that you're doing better.
Just assume. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't forget to check on your bed. Oh my God, that's true. I gotta go check on him right now. Thank you for reminding me. That Nine of Pentacles, the progression of these cards, questioning, movement into a better frame, and comfort. So as long as you could leave the past behind you and get rid of the shit you know is not healthy for you, you're going to be golden. The problem comes with wanting to check the progress of things that you're not involved with anymore. Don't worry about it. FTP. All right. And for those who don't know, it's a George Lopez thing. FTP means fuck those putos. Take care of yourself. All right. And that is what we have for you. The warning here is leave the past in the past. And that's what I have for you. I hope that resonated in some way for you. FTP, exactly, Selena. TCB, take care, baby. Love it.
Take care of business.
No,
Yeah,
taking care of.
I used to talk to Ever Inferno about was taking care of my business.
Taking care of Bobby. You guys, we've been on for about an hour, and I think we've hit. Okay, good. I'm glad it does. Leave the past in the past. If there's nobody else online right now who would like a reading, then business is open. Wonderful. Jeff, what do you got coming up in the near future?
What I have coming up is everything rando. I'll be going rando commando soon. I'll be taping some more.
Gotcha.
Because I'm really fond of it. The Mildred Payne Oracle that Care Bear steered me to through the Patrick Valenza decks. I'm going to be reading from that, some either more political reads soon, because I really like the Lenormand wildraventarotaz. And I do have a collaboration next week with someone with whom I've been wanting to read with for a long time. I have not read with them yet.
Who?
And I can't wait to do that.
Who?
I'm not saying yet. Because
you
if it falls through, I'm going to be really embarrassed.
Yeah, no. When my interview with MJ Coolinen fell through, it was just hurtful to my soul. So I get what you're saying. I've still got to reschedule her. All right. Now let's shuffle up for Selena.
Oh, Selena, hi.
Yeah, I forget. I didn't see her hashtag. I apologize.
Then we got someone else too that dragged in Crusson Tarot, I think.
Did I miss somebody else?
Yeah,
If you put in a hashtag and I didn't see it, please put it in again. I will watch the screen right now. Selena, I'm switching to the Tarot of the Abyss for you.
Hi, Cruisin' Tarot.
Gallery of Hallucinations.
Essence of the moon distilled by the light. Sometimes she gets taken down by her own gloom and doom. But there are people guiding her. There's the way around all the mess that confounds. Well, what is the blessing that we need to know? So profound. Wow. Saturn in Libra. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'm getting this sort of sense of trying to reclaim something that was your own or was taken. Saturn in Libra with the Three of Hearts. You were hurt. You're sitting in this energy now of like a personal judgment to try to recoup something that you did lose, and you took quite a fall, and you might have gone into something and been accused of being foolhardy, or somebody didn't really get across to you the point they were trying to because they were a little harsh on you, I feel like. So now you're trying to reclaim that. Your resilience is what I'm getting. And then I get this is Mercury in Virgo, actually, the 10 of coins. So I don't know if it has to do with your family or an inheritance or money. I feel like somebody might have stolen something from you, or you might have lost something in terms of money. But it's resilience. That's what I'm getting.
Hey, boo. Hold on. I'm looking for something. It has to do with you. Oh, for corn's sake, Selena, where are you? All right, I can't find it. Selena, whose channel are you on right now? Are you on Jeff's?
No, I think it's on yours. Because mine would have that
the little chain by it. I'm not seeing her. I'll have to do it later. I was going to give you your wrench. I just realized you didn't have one. All right. So, Mama, here's what I got for you. And an oracle card. All right. You'll see why I Googled in a second. My love, I worry that, again, you're trying to do too much. I worry you're trying to learn everything all at once. We've got the Fool card in reverse. This is a gorgeous Fool card. She's in reverse. And this is saying a new journey, but without a compass is what I'm feeling. You're trying to absorb everything, which I relate to. I'm the same way. So I can't tell you not to do that because I do it. And what I can tell you is that you are a guiding light. We have the Star card. Now, at first, I thought this was the light that's guiding you, but no. What I'm seeing here is this is you being the guiding light to other people. I think that is why you are trying to learn everything. You realize that you have a destiny and you're trying to prepare for it. You're trying to learn everything you can. You're trying to absorb. You're trying to expand your psychic awareness and your magical power, which I'm going to get back to that too. We have the Queen of Cups in reverse. Now, cups do deal with emotions, but cups also deal with spirituality, right? I'm seeing here that even though you are a powerhouse currently, it's nothing compared to what you're going to be in the future. If you can stay focused, that is the main warning I'm seeing here in these cards. You need to stay focused so you can be the guiding light. This is both you being led and guiding for other people. Now, that Queen of Cups in reverse, this is saying your spiritual powers aren't what they're going to be. They're already great and awesome and powerful, but you have so much coming for you. You have ADHD. I get that. I do too. I get that. My husband has to always tell me back, meaning back on track. I squirrel a lot. I am currently trying to learn 3-4 forms of divination. And I'm not doing very good at any of them, so I'm going to have to pare it down and focus on one until I get that down. The card that is amazing, why I was giggling, is the Oracle card I drew for you, which is called Magical Power. All right, so this is saying your magical power is going to be the key to your future. But if you don't slow your tits, pick a lane to drive in, you're going to be all over the road. All right, that is your warning. All right, pick a major, so to speak, and lean into it. You'll have plenty of time to learn everything you want to learn. You'll get it. All right. Just don't try to do it all at once. And that's what I have for you, my dear. Thank you for letting me read for you. Yeah, slow your tits. Exactly. Yeah, I agree. You do need to learn it all, but you don't need to learn it all at once. That's if you do. I'm serious. I'm trying to learn Ogum runes and a couple of different tarot decks currently,
Wow.
but I'm not going to be able to focus unless I can narrow it down into one lane at a time. I'm all over the road, and I don't want you to be all over the road either. It's so funny watching me and Selena and Ramon exchange emails because we're like, show ideas, this, that, And Ramon is just as bad as Selena and I when it comes to preparing for shows. I mean, he sent me a list of just like this of divination stuff, and I was like, dude, your tits are slow tonight. Good. Yeah. You're meant to be that light, Selena. Just don't try to run too much current through that light bulb at once. You'll blow it up. And was there anybody else? Did you see Jeff?
I didn't see anyone yet, but Rossi has joined us. Judith has joined us.
Rossi, Judith, if you would like a reading tonight, the hashtag is hashtag scale. Yes, hashtag scale, because we're doing balanced readings. Blessings and warnings. Yes, we do have great energy together. I love it. I'm so lucky. I know I get extra about it when I talk about how much I adore my tarot tribe. I'm serious.
Hello, John.
You guys are very special to me. Okay. I want to pinch myself. Me too. See, I see you commenting here, but if I go to YouTube, I can't see it. I'll figure it out later. Anyway, so I think the scale, if there's time, Yes, Judith, for you, anything.
And of course,
And
Rossi.
Rossi, I see you up here. I got Judith, Joe. Yes, firepower. Okay. Oh shit! Jeff, you start the reading.
Yep.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. He's gonna get his ass chewed out. Not a good way. Okay. This is Rossi, right? Okay, Rossi. Blessing for Rossi. Some of it might be caustic when you're looking through transparent glass, where she can pierce right through your soul, and sometimes she'll laugh. But for the next few months, we need to know about her path. What is the gift that keeps on giving to Rossi the next few months? What's going to make her laugh? What's her blessing for this path? Can't take that card because it's one of those placeholder whatever. Okay. Okay. Wow, you're sitting in the catbird seat as far as a judgment is concerned right now. There's a harsh judgment coming in either for, let's see. Let me just do this here. Wow. Okay. Your blessing right now is a promise to yourself. And I don't know if you've made a promise to yourself, but I got this in the upright, the coin, the page of coins, and then I got judgment reversed. So I kind of feel like, though those two might seem to like cancel each other out, I kind of feel like there's a harsh judgment, and I'm getting this vengeance. Like vengeance might be your gift right now, getting revenge on somebody. I feel like someone misled you and you made a wrong choice where your energy is concerned. There were plenty of choices, but I feel like in the past you might have let yourself go for just a second and come out of your power, but you're back into it. What I would say is that new opportunity that you're looking for that comes about from tying up all these loose ends is there. So your blessing is renewal.
Okay. All right. So, for you, my dear, I'm breaking out my Chris Butler deck. My personalized Chris Butler deck. And I will tell anybody who listens. This is so the first card I have for you, the Queen of Cups. Second card, the Empress. I'm sensing a theme here. The third cup, Judgment in reverse. So I didn't get to hear Jeff's reading because I was checking on the old man who is 5 years younger than me and doing well in the other room. The Queen of Cups is somebody who cares for her charges, who gives emotional support and care. The Empress is the same energy. Well, here's the Queen of Cups. The Empress is, yeah, he would, Selena. I'll tell you why she said that in a minute. The Empress is the same energy as the Queen of Cups multiplied. Both of these cards are caretaker cards. Here's the thing. That's coming to an end. The Judgment card signals things are coming to a close. Things are changing for you. This is reversed. You don't know what's going to happen with the future. Something specific is going on. And I think that you're transforming. You're becoming more the goddess, the god, the divine being you are meant to be. This is the fires of transformation with the judgment card, but it's in reverse. That
I got
means
that too.
this transformation is about to. Did you?
Mm-hmm.
You're headed for a serious transformation.
I said her blessing was renewal.
Renewal. Yes. The warning here comes in giving up control. You need to give up a certain amount of control to move forward. You got to stop caring. Well, let me rephrase that. Not stop caring about everyone around you. You need to allow them to make their own mistakes and not be quite as involved. Things have to happen in the way they're meant to happen. And that may not be possible if you keep trying to take control of things. That judgment card is one of my favorite cards in the major arcana. In Kabbalah, there are 3 mother letters. Aleph, which is air. I can't remember the name of it, but it's the hanged man, which is water. Mem. And it's Mem. And then this is the fires of transformation. It's one of the 3 biggies. You're just what he was saying there, renewal. You need to let this transformation happen. You may not be comfortable with the way it's going to go down, but you need to let it happen.
Yeah, I almost feel like she could be acting as some sort of agent of change on somebody too. Like
yes.
Exact something on somebody.
I'm going to pull an oracle for you just because it seems like it's unfinished. You know what I mean?
Thanks, Hershey. Love you.
I love Hershey's final thoughts of the night.
Rossi says, yes, I've been letting people learn their lessons of being more selfish. Yeah.
Good.
Obviously.
This transformation that's happening will balance your emotions. This is the card called Balanced Emotions. So it will all be worth it. It may seem all fuckered up right now.
It does. The cards were kind of fuckered up, but they were good in a good. They were good in a good way. Like
yeah,
you know.
Well, I give the warnings. They're supposed to be fuckered
up.
And that's what we have for you, my dear.
Thank you, Tarot Oracle and Oracle for the Soul.
So who do we have next? Rossi?
Judith. Judith is in there.
Judith. We just did Rossi. Okay. Judith, how you doing, my love? Okay. Thank you. You're welcome, Rossi. All right, Judith. Judith gets
proof. Judith is looking for proof of what will not be something that will be evidence of a spoof. She's looking for something real that she can sink her teeth into, not some lie that makes all the other people around her look like fake guys. And by guys, I don't mean guys, I mean G-U-I-S-E. Okay, let me see. I have this idea here. Yeah, wow. Look what came out first, the Devil card. All right. Freedom. I'm going to tell you why in a minute. The Devil's the energy you're sitting in right now. You're shackled to some idea or some way you think something is not going to change. But it is self-imposed. I got this sense of a mirror inside of you looking into yourself, and it's painful right now. But you got this, and you're gonna extricate from whatever this is, and you're sitting in the energy of the Queen of Pentacles. Something is just not right. You don't feel like it's right, even though it's all within you. Okay, so what it is humility. Your blessing right now is humility, because in the face of all this adversity, You know, there's kind of been this like fake promises or things that don't come to fruition or something that keeps falling through. But I think that's turning around because you got this, which is you're not in denial. You're ready to make a decision and you're going to be happy with that decision to the exclusion of everything else. Your blessing is resolution.
Okay. So here's what I got for you. We're using the Mythic Tarot. Not just the Mythic Tarot, the classic Mythic Tarot. This was my mama's deck. Interesting. This is a different deck, but it's a very cool vibe. It's very similar to the readings we've been having. I starred your name play.
Love you too, Essence of the Moon, if you're still here.
Selena. Okay. Tell him I said hi, girl. See you Thursday. What I have for you. The first card in our warning for tonight is the Magician card. This is a warning on exerting yourself in the wrong areas, trying to create something without having the direction first. And I say that because the second card we have for you is the Star card. I love this deck because this is obviously Pandora and Pandora's box. This is saying if you're not careful, then what you're trying to build, you may open up Pandora's box and it may lead to trouble, basically. It also tells me that if you want to succeed, your key is hope. Famously, the last thing in Pandora's box was hope. And you know how when we do readings online, they sometimes resonate with us. Well, we've gotten that Judgment card in reverse a lot tonight. So not only is this going to be a reading for you, but I think Jeff and I need to pay attention to these also. Judgment in reverse. This is the fires of transformation.
That's an apocalypse card too.
Yeah. Now, I love this because that character on this card is Lord Hermes, who I'm quite fond of. There's some communication that needs to happen that is not happening. You're waiting specifically for a piece of information that you don't have. Again, it doesn't feel finished. All right. I pulled an oracle card for you to make sense of this. I think you're fighting transformation right now. I think you're trying to control the way things are going. That transformation that needs to happen is going to happen as it's meant to. Divine guidance is the oracle card I drew for you. So this is saying trust. When you throw your thoughts and wishes out into the universe, if you have a deity or angels or guides that you work with, know that it's happening. Know that they're listening, and you have to let it happen. You can't just ask for something and then fight it. You have to allow it to happen. Is that what's happening, Care Bear? It's been really weird lately. Pluto retrograde. The reason she posted that Judgment is a card of Pluto. So this is transformation. That makes a lot of sense now, why the Judgment card keeps coming up. Anytime there's a retrograde of anything, that's the time to, I call it a slingshot. We're pulling back, but then we launch ourselves forward. All right. trust that the higher power you pray to is guiding you, or that the universe is guiding you. You just need to let it happen. Everything turns inwards during retrogrades. Thank you, Karen. Yeah. I love it when Karen's here because she helps me with the astrology. Yeah, basically that's what I have for you. Let things unfold as they're meant to. Trust that higher power and listen when they speak. You know the difference between a thought and divine guidance. It feels different. So just let it happen. And that's what I have for you. How long is it going to last, Karen? She says it started May 4th, she thinks. I love this deck so much, you guys. But they're so paper thin. Can you see this? Boing. I have to be careful I don't bend them. I want to order the current Mythic Tarot. I think it's different. But, all right, you guys. Who's next? I think that was Judith. Play.
Play, love, remember. Okay. Okay. Play, love, remember. Never settling for that time you were disheveled in the sandbox with that boy that got your rocks off. Tell me what it is a blessing about being abused when all we do is feel confused. Play, love, remembers. Got a different muse that could be her blessing, and it's not meant to be abused. Okay.
You're welcome, Judith.
Just in the information I'm getting, were you ever involved in any type of abuse as a child, or abuse at the hands of somebody, or that maybe made you feel less than? And I think you put your heart on the line. Son, something came to light. Weapons of war got taken away. Your independence is your blessing. I'm going to tell you why. I got the Knight of, or the King of Wands reversed, or this could be actually the Emperor if I'm looking at it right. Actually, I feel like there was this abusive energy around you. I also feel like with the energy that you were there was this chronic sort of abuse, or mental or verbal abuse at the hands of someone that didn't appreciate the sort of passivity or the kind of love that you wanted to give them at the time. And then you ended up either being abused or taking a hit for it, but you got out of it. And this is a card of sovereignty, the Nine of Pentacles. And I think your blessing is independence now.
Are you Dembo?
Yeah.
Okay. Just like every other man I've been with, they never tell me when they're done.
Yeah, when I was doing channeling into her, I was getting that this was about her, some of that abuse stuff. Then when I saw the cards, I'm like, oh dear.
I believe she said yes. All right. So here's what I got for you. Since you are my last read of the night, I believe, you get an extra hit. All right. So what I have for you is the Queen of Cups. This is doubt. You're doubting yourself. I'm using the Alice in Wonderland deck, by the way. Shadows of Wonderland, I think is what it's called. Anyway, this is the Queen of Cups, but she is in reverse. This is psychic abilities. This is emotions. This is not trusting yourself, not trusting your intuition, not trusting the way you connect, not only with the divine, but with other people. The
I'm
next
sorry.
card. I'm sorry about that. The next card we have is a reverse Three of Pentacles. It's like this. This is not only working with other people, or not being able to work with other people. What I'm getting from this again is the doubt. I think there's Capricorn energy. Capricorn deals with how people see you. Yes, you're a warrior bitch, and don't ever forget it. I think that you've dealt with things as best you can. I don't know if you've gotten help for what's happened in the past to you. I do know that there's some trust issues with the Queen of Cups upside down and the Three of Pentacles upside down. This is difficulty working well with other people, trusting them emotionally. The last tarot card I have for you is a reverse Nine of Swords. So this would be like this. The Nine of Swords, and I've said this before, you were a mother to your mother. I was too. And yeah, I was my mother's best friend by the time I was 9, and that just, even though I'm a grown man, I didn't have the childhood that other kids have. So I get where you're coming from. The Nine of Swords is a card of letting your past fuck with your present, and if you don't get it settled, it's gonna fuck with your future. All right. Famously, you see them in bed with their eyes covered. The trouble is in their past, but they're feeling the anxiety now about what's about to happen. This is a card of Gemini. This is mind chatter in your head. Bye, Ever and Fierro. You dirty bastard. I think that even through all this pain, you keep going forward, but I think you might be running on autopilot. The last card I have for you is Direction. I think you get it in your head. That way is good, so I'm just gonna go. I'm worried that I can't say I'm worried. My warning to you, because that is what we're doing, is to please get the help you need. If look into possibly dealing with these issues on a deeper level. And these are the kind of situations that I advise people to get help with. Did I see somebody say Ramon?
He's here, babe. Now we can.
What up? What up, Bo?
Now we can come.
Now we can. Okay, dirty bastard. Yeah, Selena just left. This is my other showmate. Sorry, 12 years old. Oh, dude. Okay. So keep going in the direction you're going in. To review, keep going in the direction you're going in, but please, if you need to get help, I suggest you get it, because these things have a way of popping up when we don't want them to. And since I'm doing warnings, I'm seeing over the next couple of months you may need to talk to somebody. It'll make life easier, is what I'm suggesting. Not that you won't be able to handle things on your own, but it would make life easier for you to talk to somebody. And that's what I have for you tonight, my friend. Ramon popped in just at the end. You drive her home from class. Yeah, mine wasn't that bad.
I wanted to just say something else. Play love too. I don't necessarily know if there were any element of sexual abuse or any overtures made toward you, but I'm getting that as well, because I did get this energy of like the Queen of Wands reversed and boundaries. It can also be a card too about burning up or a fever or somebody making you very sick. So I just want to come back to what Bobby said. If that resonates with you, I don't know, but I didn't want to go too far, but please, my guides were telling me like the same thing that they're telling him. If there's something going on,
the thing is, the message that I'm getting here especially is, you ever seen that cartoon of the little cat going, I'm fine. I'm fine. No problem. I don't want that happening to you. Okay. I'm fine. What's wrong? No, I'm good. Yeah. Get it sorted if you can. All right. So now that we have read for everybody, I want to thank everybody. I'm just going to pull a single oracle card for everyone. Just as I'm so glad we had this time together. Oh, I got one of my expansion cards. I had the what is it? The Urban Crow Oracle, and then Joey gave me an expansion pack that goes with it, and I'm so excited. The card I drew for everybody is Rebirth. Ironically, we've been talking about the Judgment card a lot tonight. This is the same energy, rebirth. Everybody is going through a rebirth. Let's remember, birth can be painful, as all the women who have children in the chat know. Being a man, all I can say is I saw that on Grey's Anatomy, but transformation is coming for all of us, you guys. So embrace it. Let it happen.
Yeah, it's just the tip of the iceberg, everybody.
Sometimes, yeah. Ooh, I like that. You know what's cool, though, is this transformation card that I drew and the ice card that you drew. This is fire and ice. This is alchemy. It's time to become something more. So I'm excited for everybody.
Oh, yes.
All right, you guys. Jeff, what did you say you had coming up?
I have a reading coming up on myself. I have, as I told you, a read next week that I'm really looking forward to with somebody. And then I have some things I'm going to do this week, but I don't really know how they're going to materialize yet. More meditations, kind of like the one I did this morning about wage slave meditations, kind of like the anti-Terry meditations, kind of grounding yourself in through poetry and through your own prose, and channeling those messages as you get them, and then meditating at the same time. Because I was inspired by Terry's meditations, and sometimes they run out early, So then I get hits off of her meditations of things I want to do. Believe it or not, that's a lot of the times it's in the shower or through meditations I get ideas. So
Awesome.
yeah, so like tonight, if I wasn't on at 7, I was going to take a shower before I came on here to be more grounded, but I was not because I forgot what time we were going on. But Spirit probably didn't want me to know because he wanted me to intersect with everybody.
You look sexy as you are.
Transcending time, right? So that's why I forgot about the time.
That was the other thing I was trying to learn right now is Kali. I'm studying about Kali. When you mentioned time, that reminded me. So yeah, I'm learning a lot of crap right now, just like everybody else. What I have coming up Thursdays, this coming Thursday with Ramon and Selena, we're going to be talking about different forms of divination, from tasseomancy, cleromancy, pendulums. We're going to cover as much as we can and answer a lot of questions and bring up some good topics of discussion.
I've been fiending to learn to read playing cards.
Cartomancy.
Yeah, to read playing cards like Marie's table does. She's a Leo like you, and she reads playing cards, but she also can scry.
I learned to read playing cards because there were times I couldn't have tarot cards with me in public. But nobody blinked twice if I had a deck of playing cards.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah. Yeah. So I've got that on Thursday, and then I've got Behind the Moon, different types of divination. We did that. So on Behind the Cards coming up on the 24th, we have Elizabeth from the More Intuitive Me. And then on the 23rd, Sun Psychic Jane will be on Behind the Cards. I don't know why I booked those back to back. I know I had a reason, but I can't remember what it was. On the 31st, this is one I'm really looking forward to. On my show I'm starting called Epithets, where we break down the different gods and goddesses and talk about their different aspects, like Hecate Brimo or Hecate Angelos, or different aspects. We're going to talk about those, but Ramon is going to be doing something with it, and I'm looking forward to that. So Ken Payne is going to be on talking about Hecate.
Cool.
I'm going to talk about Hermes. I'm just going to have continual gods on. I'm very excited about this. I've been wanting to do a show about this for a while.
You're all very erudite where all this is concerned. Is this like an interest that just you've cultivated over the years to the point where now you have all this knowledge? I mean, I wish I'd gotten to that place sooner.
Well, I was raised by witches though, so I had a head start.
Oh, really? Yeah.
My mom was a witch. My family is spiritualist and witches, so I grew up in the spiritual community. I get feelings, happiness when I go to Coven because we've got a lot of kids there, and I think I started off this way. I started off young like that, and it makes me happy to know that this next generation of spiritualists is serious about their craft. One of the girls, I think she's 12 or 13, she's going to be assisting me in this next ritual coming up. So I just, mainly because it'd take too long to go. Tune into the show on Thursdays. We'll talk about it. But yeah, I'm excited to be part of the next generation's growth, and if I have to pass my knowledge on to them, I will. But yeah, everybody, that's pretty much it for me and Jeff.
Thank you so much for having me again, Bobby.
Next time it's at your place.
I hope I wasn't too fat, too big, too small.
You haven't seen my husband, have you? What you call it, Chevy Chaser. Yeah. Anyway, thanks everybody. I love you guys. We'll see you on the next video. Okay. Bye.
Bye.